Hi, Raider Nation. Hi. It's your boy, Mikey Raider, coming to you with a daily video as we spoke about last week. Well, what are we going to talk about in today's video? Well, I've done a couple of videos that have been a little controversial because apparently Mikey Raider has some controversial opinions and they're not wanted on the internet. And I got a lot of haters that want to just make me feel moronic when I'm the ultimate Raider. Y'all don't even know. I am the shiznit. I am the OG. I am the guru. Mikey Raider is the GOAT of this Raider thing. Opinionated Raiderisms, or whatever you want to call it. So my opinions are valid. And they're correct. I've had a pulse on the Raiders since day one of my fandom. But man, y'all are going nuts. Every time somebody has an opinion, y'all get butthurt. Y'all get butthurt. I gotta yell at Mikey Raider. How dare you say that? Josh Jacobs doesn't owe anybody an apology. He did more in his 2, 3, 4 years with the Raiders than you did in your whole history. Clean your hair. Shave your beard. Clean your apartment. You look ugly. Cut your hair. You got a funny voice. Why so serious? They're just opinions. Opinions are like a-holes. There's a lot of them. What are we going to talk about on today's video? Well, I spoke about the running back room the other day in a positional group, and I purposely bypassed the quarterback room. Well, let's talk about the quarterback room today. Let's hope this video gets at least 500 views because nobody cares about our running back situation, or they didn't like a possible negative video. Mikey, you always make negative videos. They're always negative. They're always clickbait. But you watched, right? So I made like a nickel maybe from you viewing it. I don't know, maybe a couple of pennies. Thank you. Buy me some tacos and Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayonnaise. May the fourth meal be with ya. Let's talk about our quarterback room. Are we happy, Raider Nation? No. No, we are not. We wanted a rookie quarterback. After getting rid of our previous quarterbacks and that debacle, we're finally starting to heal. Some of us are. I'm a little still butthurt. But it's okay. It's going to be okay, Mikey Raider. You're a car staying, you're a car lover, you're a car. Relax. Don't do it when you want to get to it. Relax. Don't do it when you want to talk about car. We're not happy, man. We wanted a rookie quarterback. Whatever happened in the draft, whether we wanted Penix, Jordan Daniels, it didn't happen. So we got what we got. But hey, they put together a fail-safe plan in Gardner Minshew. They did. Is he the best? No. Can he win some games? Yes. Now, Aiden O'Connell finally changed his jersey that we spoke about in another video. So the stench from that debacle, this kid can start a new career. And I'm proud of it. So Aiden O'Connell is now number 12. Okay, so let's look at the roster and let's talk about each candidate for our starting quarterback position. We're going to grade each one from my perspective, and then we're going to go over some possible free agents. So, we got Gardner Minshew coming from the Indianapolis Colts. Almost led that team to the playoffs, but he doesn't throw the ball deep. He really doesn't. He doesn't have a really big over 20-yard average, but he can make some plays with his feet. He can run around and he can make things happen, and he does have a little bit of a swag to him when he's feeling in the right situation, when he's playing for the right team, and he's feeling himself. he can add a lot of swag and goodness to a team. Now, with our defense being much improved, that actually might make Gardner Minshew a better quarterback. So if he, on averages, played a full season and can always win like 7 or 8 games, well, maybe we can propel him to 9 or 10 under this really good defense that I think we're going to have. And I like the fact that, he has experience in cringy videos and stuff like that and Minshew Mania. Very, very interesting. He's got some swag to him. Max Crosby, even though he called him a little A boy in the videos that we watched, he ingratiated him on the podcast, and they had some interesting stories. It's a good watch. Go check it out. But Gardner Minshew was brought on this team to be a veteran, solid backup that could win us games, because we have needed that ever since our quarterbacks get injured and they get benched, and we haven't had that. So he is possibly, maybe only my opinion, the best backup quarterback in the NFL at this exact moment. That's my perspective. So we got technically the best backup quarterback in the NFL at this moment. But again, the key word there is backup. Now we got Aiden O'Connell, who won us 5 games last year, went 5-5, struggled throughout, and even in the games we won against the Chargers by a big margin, he didn't really do that much. It was our defense that won us those games. But we all know that Antonio Pierce believes in this kid because they went through the fire together. And they came out on the other side. Came out on the other side. Sorry, Adele. We're talking about the Raiders. They came out on the other side together. And they have belief in one another. And I guarantee you Antonio Pierce told him to change the number. Like, let's get that whole debate, the Derek Carr, the number 4, let's just get it off of you. They forced you to wear that number. This is a new team. These are the numbers that are available. What number do you want? He picked number 12. That is my birthday, and I appreciate that number, so I'm rooting for the kid. Now, he's going to have a chance to win the starting job because they didn't bring in any rookie quarterbacks except an undrafted free agent that we'll talk about in a minute. But technically, there's a competition. So he at least have the knowledge that he can try to win the job. So that'll go a long way for his psyche to try to be better and do better. Plus, there are reports just recently that Antonio Pierce has spoken to him and wants him to be a game manager. And that's okay. He can be that, and he can do it well. He didn't turn over the ball a lot, and that was one quality thing that you saw from Aiden O'Connell. He doesn't throw the ball deep that much, and when he does, he did look on point. But he struggles with pressure as well, but he didn't make the turnovers. So that would imply he's a game manager. They don't want too much from him. Gardner Minshew, they want him to be Minshew Mania. But they both got a job. They both got an opportunity at the starting job. Although I'm going to give the slight edge to Gardner Minshew. Now let's talk about our third quarterback. Do we really have one or we don't? Most teams don't even play 2 starters. Most teams barely play not 2 starters. Most teams barely put 2 quarterbacks on their roster when they play a game because they need positions available in other areas of the field. But you definitely have to have a practice squad quarterback and maybe one other quarterback that you can bench on a weekly basis and not play in a game, for a roster spot for others. And who will that be? Forgive me, the name is blanking me, but we picked up an athletic quarterback named Jordan Davis. Sorry, Raider Nation. Sorry. But we picked up an athletic quarterback, and I think we picked up that quarterback because They can make some plays. They can do RPOs and stuff like that. I think he was Lamar Jackson's backup or one of those other athletic quarterbacks backup many years ago, a couple years ago. But he's a part of the Raiders. And I think we got him in case we got Jane Daniels or somebody else in the draft just to have options at quarterback that could do a lot of different things. But we weren't able to draft any one of those players. So we got him. Then we got this undrafted free agent quarterback named Carter Bradley. He is the son of former coach Gus Bradley for the Raiders. So there's a little bit of a history there. Whether it's a good one or a bad one, that's up for you guys to judge. But Carter Bradley went from college to college to college and had a lot of turmoil. But a lot of people would say that if he stayed in one college and he had the stats that he had his final 2 years at South Alabama, if he did that for a big school, he would be a first-round pick. But again, he said, she said, would have said, could said. Doesn't matter. But he's a pocket passer with a little bit of mobility. Gardner Minshew is a pocket passer with a little bit of mobility. Aiden O'Connell, does he have mobility? I don't know. But he's more of a pocket passer. The Tom Brady-esque, hence why McDaniels drafted him. And then we got the Jordan Davis, I believe his name is, forgive me, with a little bit of mobility. Well, I guarantee you Luke Getsy wanted an athletic quarterback in this draft, but he had to exchange it for athletic tight ends and weapons in other places. And if Aiden O'Connell is wanted to be a game manager, then that means they're hoping our defense wins games this year. So how that pertains to our quarterback situation is each and every one of them is wanting and hoping to be a game manager. I hate to say that because it sounds bad in retrospect the way you say it, but there's nothing wrong with a game manager. Somebody that doesn't go above and beyond and make so many dang mistakes. Because let's be honest, maybe in Luke Getsy's mind, our offensive coordinator, if he had a better game manager, he would have won more games with that, running game that he had and all that. But people keep saying, "Me, Mikey Rader, he was fired. Mikey Rader, he was fired." Sometimes that can be put on the quarterback, who then was released or traded. Maybe Luke Getsy was the fall guy because all the pieces that were there were not working. I don't know specifically if Luke Getsy drafted Justin Fields, but we just have to give him the benefit of the doubt. And he wants game-managing quarterbacks. He wanted a game-winning quarterback, an athletic quarterback, but we couldn't get him. So he got other weapons, like I said, at other positions. So our quarterbacks are not going to be asked to do too much. And if we're down in the game and they have to try to do too much, that's where they're going to fail. If we're down in a game early and then the quarterbacks feel pressured to try to make plays and to do all that heroic stuff, that's when we're probably going to have some issues. Albeit Gardner Minshew can do it at times, but I don't think Aiden O'Connell and other players like that have shown to this point a propensity to make other players superstars past their ability. So that's why our quarterback room is a bunch of game managers where they're going to hopefully manage the game, not cause too many turnovers, and hopefully we win it in the end. And I'm okay with that. Albeit, I wish we had more excitement in our quarterback room, and I wish we had a rookie, maybe a Jane Daniels or a Michael Penix, that Raider Nation can get behind with a lot of excitement going into this season. But for now, it's okay. We got what we got, and Raider Nation is prideful. We're going to put our fun and our passion and our pride and our excitement behind Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell in the camp battle, and we're going to root on Carter Bradley to make the team or Jordan Davis to make the team. That's probably not his name. But I'm okay with it. We definitely built our offense in the draft this year. And with Michael Gallup and a couple of other players in free agency, we're going to be all right. But unfortunately, we do need game managers. So if you need me to pencil in the starting quarterback for this year's Raiders, I have to go with the guy Gardner Minshew. Barring any free agent signings, the Raiders apparently have about $21 million on the cap space. There is a few free agents available, but with the decisions they've made so far, you wouldn't want to mess with the chemistry right now, and you wouldn't want to do that. But I don't know the exact players that are available in free agency. Should have looked it up. But there's players like Ryan Tannehill, and I don't know who else. But they shouldn't change a thing. Let's stick with the Raider players we got. Let's move on from there, and let's hope for a good season. And they can build a brotherhood, a chemistry, Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew like that. So it'll be Minshew Mania with AOC, or vice versa. I don't know. But I'm excited to watch these young players compete, make a name for themselves as a Raider player, and we'll reassess next year. That's unfortunately the situation at the quarterback position for the Raiders. Reassess next year. But I guarantee you, Raider Nation is going to be watching Jaden Daniels and Michael Penix and a couple of these other rookie quarterbacks like a hawk. Oh, man, we could have got them. Oh, man. It'll be a fun season. I'm Mikey Raider. Thanks for sticking with me. Let me know your thoughts on the quarterback situation. Should we pick up a free agent? Should we even go that route? Who do you think is going to be the starter this year? Who are you rooting for? Let me know your comments down below. Honestly, you guys are my family, and I want to know your opinions as well. Good or bad, I will not judge you. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed, stay Raider, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Raiders!